What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Just want to say quickly, before I start the video, if I have take a day off in between videos recently, it's because I'm working on a very big project for the channel. I spend a lot of my time every day doing that on top of my other work. So I'm trying to create some more well-edited content, some cooler stuff to get other people involved in the channel. So thank you guys for your patience on that front. I think I'm going to spend the next couple days or a few days going over some more archetypes that I've never explored before. I don't know how far I'll take them in terms of deck profiles and gameplay videos. I'll have to gauge the community interest in it, like my subscriber base and whoever falls upon this video. But I thought I'd take a look at heroes because whenever I see them, I'm like, all right, I'll be back in 5 minutes, and they end up on some board that I just don't really understand. So I'm going to show you guys what these cards do. That way you can understand the archetype more, and see what some of these end boards end up being. I'm literally going to take the step-by-step. If you're new to the step-by-step kind of video format. This is actually a hand from Lithium's video. I'll link that in the description, so make sure you go like that video before you continue watching this one. But he just goes through the plays, right, assuming that you know what heroes are. I don't know what these cards do, so I'm going to do it this way. You can go ahead and start off with the emergency calls. Lets you add an elemental hero monster from deck to hand, which is really cool. So that can be a Shadow Mist. Basically what this card says is if it's special summon, you can add one change quick spell from your deck to your hand, which is very important. It's by far the best. It is definitely the best fusion spell in the deck, without a doubt. As well, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a hero monster from your deck to your hand, except a copy of itself. So let's just take a look here. So what you can do is use the effect of Vision Hero Ferris. You can discard one other hero monster, special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can place one Vision Hero monster from your deck, except a copy of itself, in your spell and trap zone as a face-up continuous trap, which is kind of interesting wording. Also, you can add special monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except hero monsters, which is completely fine. So you can trigger both of these, right? I just said when this is sent to the graveyard. So you can chain block as well, depending on what you have in your hand at this point. So this card is going to add a hero monster, and that's going to be Elemental Hero Stratos. And he's going to put in the face-up spell and trap, or as a continuous trap, I should say, Vision Hero Increase. The first effect, if you take battle or effect damage while this card is in your graveyard, you can place it in the graveyard, if that's fine. During the main phase, if this card is treated as a continuous trap, which it is, of course, you contribute one hero monster, special summon this card. If this card is special summoned from the spell and trap zone, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Vision Hero from your deck, which is really, really good. So, that is what you're going to do. Attribute this to special summon it, triggering its effect, and from the deck, you're going to special summon your Vision Hero Vion. This card does a whole bunch. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send what hero monster from your deck to the graveyard. It's a Foolish Burial. You can only use that effect once per turn, and once per turn you can banish one hero monster from your graveyard, add Polymerization, which is really good because a lot of your hero monsters are just dead once they hit the graveyard. So you're going to Foolish Burial on Malicious. It's good because it's a dark. That's one of the best parts about it, and everyone knows what Destiny Hero Malicious does. You can banish it to special summon another one from the deck. It's currently at semi-limited. So you can banish the Vision Hero Ferris because there's no use for it anymore, and get a Polymerization. I like heroes because you kind of use all of your resources, which is kind of nice. So now you can link summon the Vision Hero Vion and the Vision Hero Increase into an extra hero Cross Crusader. If this card is link summoned, you can target a Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You contribute one Destiny Hero monster, add one hero monster with a different name from your deck to your hand. So you're constantly searching all the different hero archetypes in here. But you're going to trigger the effect to special summon the Malicious back. Hero's effect to tribute it to get another one from the deck. This time you can grab Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Keep in mind, you have not normal summoned yet, so this card says, when this card is normal summoned, you can special summon a level 4 or lower hero monster from your hand. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard by spell effect, which is like Polymerization, you can target one hero monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense position. Since you normal summoned here, you can also special summon from your hand what you searched earlier this turn, which is the Elemental Hero Stratos. This is not a once per turn. When this card is normal or special summon, you can activate one of these effects. Destroy spells and traps on the field up to the number of hero monsters you control except this card, so that would be 2 at this point. But the other effect, which is what you're going to use during your turn, is add one hero monster from deck to hand. Again, just a general searcher. You're going to add to your hand an Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier. When this card is normal summon, you can target one level 4 or lower hero monster in your graveyard, except a copy of itself, special summon it. If this card is used as fusion material for a hero monster, which of course it is, and sent to the graveyard or banished, you can draw 2 cards and discard 1 card, which is just kind of nice. Again, it helps with chain blocking too. You can convert the extra hero Crusader and the elemental hero Stratos and go into an extra hero Wonder Driver. If a hero monster is normal special summon in the zone this card points to, target 1 polymerization card, 1 fusion spell card, or a change quick play, which is more important because quick play is the best fusion card in the deck. And you can use the effect of Destiny Hero Malicious and special summon from the deck another Malicious. Using that monster that you just special summon, you can go into Mass Change and go into basically the win condition for the deck, which is Mass Hero Darklaw. You guys don't know what this card does. Any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. It's a macrocosmos. And once per turn, if your opponent adds cards from deck to hand, you also get to banish a random card, which is really, really nice. That will, of course, trigger the extra hero Wonder Driver, like I just said, to set, again, the Mass Change, which is good. Now you can use Polymerization using the Liquid Soldier and the Solid Soldier, and you can use Elemental Hero Sunrise. If this card is special summon, you can add 1 Miracle Fusion from deck to hand, so this is good. And then when an attack is declared involving your hero monster, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it, which actually ends up banishing it because you have Mass Hero Darklaw. It's not exactly disruption during your opponent's turn, but it does make things a lot trickier for them. So now you can do a bunch of chains, right? Because this is going to trigger to draw 2. This is going to trigger to target a hero monster in the graveyard to special summon it. And then, you can also use the effect of your Elemental Hero Sunrise. You can, honestly, if I was going to do this, I would probably do Liquid Soldier last, because like if they asked your draw 2, that's fine. Like the more important stuff are these 2 effects here. And I can discard 1. I discard the Moss Reborn. Since you already have a Mass Change, maybe you don't. I like Elemental Hero Honest. That's always good to have in the hand, of course. So I guess it's kind of comes down to personal preference at that point. But Hero Stratus, like I said, is not a once per turn at all. So since it was special summon, you can add a hero from deck to hand. And you can add another copy of Elemental Hero Stratus for your plays next turn if you need to. Not a bad idea at all. Now you can activate Miracle Fusion by banishing, whatever you want, but Liquid Soldier and Extra Hero Cross Crusader is what I chose. And that will help you go into an absolute 0. Gains 500 attack for each water monster on the field, okay, except a copy of itself, but the better part is if it leaves the field, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Just decent, right? It's okay. And then I have 2 Mass Change, but the cool thing is, and I'll go back into it real quick. If you look into your extra deck and kind of like what your kind of targets are for this, basically, like this is a really good one. When this card is special summon, you can destroy as many spells and traps your opponent controls. So that has a quick effect, which is really nice. So that's why I really like the Mass Change. And there's other ones too, like about like targeting and destroying cards your opponent controls. But that'll probably be the best one. Because if you try to set a bunch of cards in past turn, well, you have that kind of Raid Raptor Satellite Cannon type effect, right? And here's another one, a pretty different type of hand, right? I think it ends on a similar end board as well, but Elemental Solid Soldier, as we know from last one, special summons a elemental or a hero monster from hand, and that'll be Stratos. Stratos effect is Search, and you're going to add to your hand a Vision Hero Ferris, which was kind of another part of this little combo you have going on here. Ferris can pitch to the Malicious. This is probably its best target, right, because it replaces itself eventually. Then you can special summon it, activate the effect to add a Vision Hero monster from deck to hand, or to put it in the spell and trap zone, excuse me. Increases effect to tribute one of the heroes to special summon itself, and that will trigger increases effect to now special summon a Vision Hero from deck, and that's going to be Vision Hero Vion. Vion's effect to Foolish Burial a hero monster, and that can be Shadow Mist. And now you can banish the Vion and get a Polymerization to hand. And I guess you probably could have used the effect as well for the Shadow Mist to get the Mass Change. I had one in my hand, so. Now, this is the extra hero Cross Crusader. Special summons a hero, and then you contribute it to add one to hand, and you're going to give for your next turn the Elemental Hero Stratos for your follow-ups. You can activate Reinforcement of the Army, or you already have it in your hand, or you can search, whatever you need. But we can go ahead and get the Liquid Soldier again, so you can use the effect to draw a couple cards. And very similar to last time, your lines of play are actually pretty linear. It's just the way you get there is a little different. So you can go into the extra hero Wonder Driver, Effective Malicious, do banish itself, a special summon from the deck, and you can use Mass Change just like last time to go into the best fusion monster in the deck, Mass Hero Darklaw, triggering the Link monster to set the Mass Change again, so you can use it during the next turn. Effect of the Solid Soldier and the Liquid, and now you can use the 3 effects and chain them however you think is best. You're going to grab the Miracle Fusion. You can special summon the hero monster back, and that's going to be Stratos. Stratos searches once again, and you can get a evil hero adjusted gold. This lets you add Dark Fusion, which isn't a bad thing at all, I suppose, because it's kind of like an extra cherry on top. And you can use the Miracle Fusion just like last time, go into the Elemental Absolute Zero. And I'm just using this now, but you probably want to wait till your opponent's next turn, because Dark Calling will special summon, as you'll see in just a moment, the Evil Hero Malicious Bane. Destroys all monsters on the field with like less attack than it. So it's kind of like a going second card in a sense, which is not bad. I just want to show you like that's kind of the target for Dark Calling. But a Mass Change can go into destroying all spells and traps. This banishes everything that leaves the field. And this is kind of a disruption, at least during the battle phase. And you just drew an Ass Blossom too, I guess, if you have that in your hand. But those are 2 hero combos for you guys. Didn't know what these cards do, and now I do. And hopefully this helped you guys out too. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.